Hello everyone, this is Aegis and I have for you a Protoss versus a Terran game, and I do have a OGS here. I believe this is oGsTheSC based on the replay information that was on the website, but I'm not too sure. I just see that it is OGS, and that's one of the accounts on the US server that they use. And over here I do have EGAxslav. I believe he played in MLG. I'm not sure how well he did, but I did see some stuff about him, so I decided to go ahead and cast this game. This was played on the US server, so we'll see what the Protoss player is able to do against one of the Korean pro players here, OGS. The STC, I'm just gonna call him OGS for now since I'm not too sure which OGS player it is. So Protoss is spawning here and is going to be chroning, boosting out his first two probes after the pylon. As usual, we do have OGS here probably looking to throw down a barracks real soon, unless he's going for something really strange. So we do have the barracks coming up, and our Protoss player does throw down a gateway on 13 food, always economical to get that on 13 instead of 12. But he will be getting a later cyber core because of this, so he won't be teching as quickly. Some players do like to get it on 14 food to get even more of an economic build, or get it on 12 food to get the tech up faster. OGS is here building up his barracks, and this is on Xel'Naga Caverns. And again, if you do like what you see here, please do subscribe. We do have a EGAxslav here coming over here with his probe looking around. Now starting to mine the gas here. Real calm openings, nothing too crazy or cheesy. We do have a cybernetics core as usual right after the gateway does come out. Looks like he's not quite opting to get a zealot. Nope, he's just gonna go ahead and get the gas, get some more probes out. He does have a probe out here, gonna continue to be able to scout, is on the spazzing out mode there. We do have OGS grabbing gas, so not too sure what he's going to be going for just yet. He is saving up a lot of minerals, so he might be going for that fast expand. We should be seeing a command center real soon if that does happen. We do have a zealot now coming out, so he is opting to get the zealot before the stalker. We do have him chrono boosting his warp gate research, one of the best upgrades in this entire game. Probe gonna scout up here and seeing the Marines. Don't know if he was able to see that command center. Let's take a look. He did see the command center, so he does know that Terran is going for a fast expand. We do have a Terran now picking up a reactor on his first barracks and building his second barracks. EGAxslav now getting his second gateway up, and his third gateway now on the way. He is grabbing a lot of gas, so we'll see what tech path he decides to go, or if he's just going to get a lot of sentries and then expand. A good way to get enough money to expand while getting those sentries out, so that they can have plenty of energy for the mid game, to be able to wall those units off, wall those infantry units off. We do have a third barracks coming up for OGS. And EGAxslav is now moving out to his natural expansion. He does have plenty of money saved up, so it looks like he is going for that natural expansion. Gonna be throwing that down real soon. We do have Zealot chasing away that SCV here. Additional sentries being spawned here, and the warp gate research is now complete. OGS is going to morph his orbital command before moving out. He does have plenty of Marines being spawned here, additional Marines coming out. Not quite getting any upgrades yet. Probably going to get a fast stim pack out. A second tech lab is also on the way. No Marauders out just yet. He is scouting around the map with an SCV. EGAxslav is continuing to get those sentries, wants to get plenty of sentries to be able to defend his natural expansion. Those force fields are quite good at defending. We do have Marines now moving out to the center of the map. EGAxslav putting down a pylon here, and those Marines are probably going to turn around and force a cancel on that, and the expansion now floating out for OGS. EGAxslav expansion is also not that far behind. We do have these mainly sentry force moving out here. And we also do have him getting a pylon, a forward pylon here, warping in stalkers here on the back, chrono boosting his gateways. He does want to go for some early pressure here. The sentry is moving forward. Probe is going to scout forward and see these two bunkers, is going to have to wait for additional units before he can push in. OGS does not know about this pylon, so this push could be slightly surprising to him, but he does have these two bunkers, so he will be ready. Marauders getting into those bunkers as well. EGAxslav moving to the backside here with his stalkers, gonna try to force the SCVs to run away from mining, gonna delay mining on that. Gonna force a lift on that command center, actually. Terran does not want to engage this army by EGAxslav here. Additional sentries being warped in here. He is moving some of his units out here. Gonna try to take out these units. Protoss now crunching in. Gonna force those Marines and Marauders to engage out here where he does not want to. Gonna kill a bunch of units there. OGS is gonna be quite far behind because of this. His expansion is delayed. Protoss is able to get his expansion up. Gonna be able to grab the gas. Add on some additional gateways here. Still chrono boosting those gateways. Gonna continue the pressure here. Gonna try to break in here again. More force fields. Stopping the repair, or stopping the surround by the SCVs on that bunker. Gonna force it. The Marines and Marauders to engage here again. OGS not quite having enough units to crush this attack here. Additional stalkers being spawned to reinforce here. The units are going to get into that just finished bunker there, so we are going to be able to hold this off. Terran is going to be able to hold this off and is going to continue to mine at his expansion now. His main is a little bit thin on the SCVs as well, and is going to start teching up as well. Finally getting that first factory down. EGAxslav looking quite ways ahead, going to be able to saturate his expansion. Even has some probes waiting in line to get into that gas. We do see the robotics bay now, robotics facility coming up now. Protoss doing a little bit more poking up in the front, not letting his stalkers take additional core damage. They're warping in another round of units, additional stalkers and zealots. More of those core units going to make this army quite strong here. Additional bunkers want to be thrown up by OGS. OGS continuing to make that big Marine Marauder ball, is going to start moving forward and might want to take that pylon out. Yes, EGAxslav is going to retreat here for the time being. He does want to extend his lead. He knows that he does have the economic lead. Is going to continue chrono boosting those probes out. Getting a little supply block there because of losing that pylon. Is going to spawn some pylons back here to be able to spot this back door as well. And it does want to take the gold expansion, so he's got all his units cleaning up these rocks here. We do have a single SCV moving out to scout. Is going to tap by this Xel'Naga watchtower and see what it can see. EGAxslav is moving back, is going to start getting some observers, going to be able to get some good scouting here. Additional robotics bay coming up, as well as getting out the forge here. Going to start working on the weapons level 1, and we do have the Colossus Den on the way. That +1 weapons is great for those Colossus. Probe and SCV chilling out here, going to make sure that nobody has secured the Xel'Naga watchtower, and there we do clean up the SCV. Giving Protoss a great vision over the map. We do have OGS moving out to the center of the map. Protoss is going to have to back up here, going to use those force fields and prevent the engagement from happening. Going to be able to move back out of here safely. We do have the thermal lance upgrade there, the range upgrade for the Colossus now on the way, as well as chrono boost going down on the ground weapons level 1 attack also, and a Marine coming up here to scout. That probe could actually go for a couple of zaps on that and take it out. The Marine I don't think has seen this pylon. We do have observers now moving out here, and I do hear the Marines and Marauders taking out the back rocks here, going to be able to get the expansion up. We do have a Terran infantry level, weapons level 1 on the way, as well as some medevacs being spawned out of this reactor starport here. EGAxslav is going to start securing the gold expansion. We'll be able to get a huge boost to income. 2 Colossus now on the field. Terran not quite having a response to that, is going to